Yeah, that's why this brother's working overtime, dog. All day, every day.
Oh, it's not because of your shoes?
Well,
You just work for your shoe habit.
it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But.
What's up, YouTube followers? I'm here with Mr. Tommy out of Menifee, California. Tommy was a great customer of Affordable Homeworks, AHW, and we're really glad to have done the work for him and also very thankful that he used our company to do the work. Tommy, if you want to just elaborate how this all went down and how you found AHW and your experience with us, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So it was a few years ago now, but we were looking to remodel our kitchen, my wife and I. It was kind of, these tract homes, you get what you get. So we wanted something different, something new, a little modern. I had looked up some places, get some estimates here and there. Originally, actually, when I visited with Mike, he came in, looked, did a thorough walkthrough, gave me an estimate, and then we had a couple other companies come through. We decided that we weren't going to go through it at the time, just some other things that happened. So I want to say about close to a year had passed from that initial meeting, and when I went back into venturing into doing the remodel, the first person I thought about was Affordable Homeworks with Mike. And the reason that he left a lasting impression is because when he first came in, very professional, everything was done, to the letter, wasn't any kind of janky stuff going on. And so I felt comfortable about it. So when we re-engaged, and it was more of a conversation of, hey, this is what I want done now and, going forward, he broke it down, laid it down, let me know, how it was gonna work out, time frame and things of that nature, signed the contract and went forward with the remodel. So the funny thing about our situation was during the remodel itself, on the downstairs level of our house, it was going well, everything was going great. An unfortunate event happened upstairs in our master bedroom. We had the bathroom up there flood out. So it was flooding and the water was going on for several hours and we had been out of the house. When we came back in, the whole top level was pretty much flooded with, that sewage water kicking back up. First person I called was Mike because he was already doing the construction. And when I got a hold of him, he said, hey, I'm gonna send out a crew tonight, taking care of what kind of water damage you have, making it so that it's all cleaned up and then we can kind of assess what kind of damage we have to take care of on the follow through. I will tell you that in itself was probably the saving grace of everything that we had done. I didn't know at the time, but Mike in Affordable Homeworks, Mike himself is an expert at dealing with insurance claims. So our project, which originally started out as a remodel, ended up adding to that with a loss claim with the water damage. So all in all, we ended up getting a new bathroom, flooring upstairs, all the downstairs kitchen and the original remodel that we had an idea for with a couple add-ons was all done by Affordable Homeworks. And I guess the biggest testament to any of it is the fact that I'm sitting next to this man right now, even years after, because the quality of work was so great, nothing was faulty, everything's still working perfectly. And again, perfect company, great guy, and perfect person to work with.
Give me your experience with USAA, how myself and AHW, how we were able to resolve everything with USAA. Did they have any questions? Did they have any comebacks? Did they send somebody out? How are we able to deal with USAA?
It was the first time I've ever dealt with anything to do with my insurance. I've had USAA for years, and when I finally, got a hold of them, the original conversation obviously with them is, hey, what's the damage? What happened? Who are you using? I let them know, hey, I got Affordable Homeworks. They also specialize in loss prevention, remodeling with things with damage, whether it's water, fire, things of that nature. As a matter of fact, when I got with the insurance adjuster on USAA side, I was able to get him connected through Mike, and Mike was able to have that conversation at that level with them to kind of detail what was going on, what kind of damage it was, what needed to happen. And then he was feeding me all the information on the backside of, okay, listen, this is what they're gonna be able to replace. This is what you're gonna get in place of what's damaged. This is about how long it's gonna take. This is what we forecast. And then anything extra that you wanna, add on to that the insurance doesn't cover, we'll have that separate conversation. But realistically, what made it really, really simple for me as the homeowner is not knowing what's going on with a project like that at all. I figured my insurance would kind of take care of it and know what's going on, but to have that duty expert on this end feeding me the info and kind of guiding me, and then also having that conversation without me having to do it with my insurance made it so much easier. It was almost like it was hands off. Mike just told me, hey, this is what we need, tell them this, but if there's any kind of static or conflict, have them reach out to me and we can go and bridge that gap. So it was a perfect scenario. And like I said, it worked out to better than I could even imagine. The insurance paid out a decent amount, but of course they're only going to replace what you had in the house. And there was things that we wanted to upgrade and some ideas that Mike threw out as well for some options, and then we had to make those decisions. So ultimately, roughly it was around 100,000, maybe a little bit more, give or take, on some of the things that we wanted done specifically. And so we paid out of pocket for those items, and we knew that we were going to, but the biggest chunk came from the insurance due to the fact that it was a claim, but it was very simple. I like things very simple, but in place. I have a knack for things being organized, done the right way, not cutting corners. As you can see from the videos and whatnot, again, this is several years after everything was done. So it's not like things were put together, hastily or just halfway. Everything was done to completion, and so it's built to last. I value that because, we put in our own money as well. But at the end of the day, completely satisfied, and would recommend anyone to go with Mike in Affordable Homeworks because he makes it easy, simple, and at the end of the day, he's honest, okay? And I'll take that over anybody. If you're honest, if you're legit, if you know what you're talking about, and everything you tell me has come to fruition the way it's going to, that's what I value at the end of the day.
Man, we're really appreciative of you using our business, and it sounds like he's going to be calling us out to do quite a bit more other upgrades over around here. So fireplace, whole new design, master closet. So
yeah,
looking forward to that.
Most definitely. At this point, because of the relationship that Mike and I developed, and also at the end of the day, the quality work that he did and how he stands behind his work, sitting here today, he is awesome, and anything I do in the future with my house is always going to go through Affordable Homeworks with Mike.
All right, man. Well, thank you for